Hello students, good afternoon. In our previous lecture, we have discussed nouns and their types. In that, we have discussed proper noun, material noun, abstract noun, collective noun and common noun. So all of these nouns we have already discussed. Correct? So in today's lecture we will see the exercise of it, and then we will go for countable and uncountable nouns. Okay, that will be fine. I hope that is fine for you. Okay, so let's start with exercise. I will just revise it. What is noun? That is naming word. We have seen example, then we have seen common noun. In that, general name is for a person, place, animal or thing is a common noun. We have seen examples. Then we have seen proper noun. In that also we have seen that any particular or specific name, special name is there, then it is a proper noun. We have seen the example for it. Then we have seen the collective noun that refers to a group of people, animal, things or the same type. We have seen the example crowd, troop, mob, chain, bundle. All of this example we have seen. Later we have seen more example about the collective noun. There are more example in our textbook. Please read it. Okay. After that we have seen the abstract noun. What is the abstract noun? Which is quality, relationship, feelings and ideas. Those are the things we cannot touch. Those are the abstract noun. We cannot touch those kind of feeling or relationship. That naming word for those are the abstract noun. We have seen that honesty, friendship, love, bravery, honor. Correct. Those are the abstract noun. Correct. Those are the abstract noun. After that we have seen the material noun also. In the last we have seen, see, for abstract noun we have seen few more sentences. In that many abstract noun end with y, th, dom, nes or ment. So this kind of also some abstract noun are there, and we have seen there those example also. You see here I have shown you in our previous class with a green mark which are the example. Judge, for judgment, is a abstract noun. Similarly, now after that we have discussed material noun. So whenever we are indicating some materials or substance, so that is material noun. See, silver, wheat, milk, iron, copper, wool, petrol, diesel, rubber, diamond, plastic. So all of these are a material noun. So until here we have discussed. After that we are about to go for the exercise. Correct. So in this we are going to discuss the exercise. I have mentioned 5 6 only, but I think so you might need more. So let's write further. Okay. Okay. Let me finish the this exercise, then I will explain you. Okay. Okay, here I need to add then few more words. Correct, because we have 8 question, then here it should be 8 question. Okay. Okay, so let's Okay student, so let's start with our first exercise. So what we need to do here, a circle the proper noun and underline the common nouns. What we need to do here, we need to circle the proper noun and we need to underline the common noun. Okay. Okay, I have marked a few. So first question is, I have named my cat Leo. So in this you see Leo is one cat name, so that is a specific name, so that is a proper noun. Then cat is a common name for that animal, correct? So that is a common noun. In a second, Rahul is a mechanic. So Rahul is one person name, one particular person name, so that is a proper noun. And mechanics, in a general we say all of the mechanics is count, so mechanics is a common name, so that is a common noun. In the third, Charles Dickens wrote the novel Oliver Twist. So novel is general because there are so many novels in a market, so novel is a general word, so that is a common noun. Oliver Twist is particular novel name, and Charles Dickens is a particular writer, a particular person name, so both of these are proper nouns. So Charles Dickens and Oliver Twist are a proper noun. And the fourth one is, Sanjay's birthday falls in a May. So Sanjay is a particular person name or specific person name. So Sanjay is a proper noun. And May is a month name, month of the year, so that is also a specific month, so that is also a proper noun. And birthday is a common word. Why? Because in everyone we wish birthday, happy birthday, like that way we wish. So in general we says birthday for, so that birthday is a common noun. So birthday is a general name, so that is a common noun. In the fifth one, Reshma, Kiran and Monica went for shopping on Wednesday. So here you see Reshma, Kiran and Monica, all of our one particular girl name, all of our particular girl's name. So Reshma, Kiran and Monica are a proper noun, and Wednesday is the name of the week, day of the week, correct? So that is a particular day, so that is specific, so that is a proper noun. So in the fifth question you see all of are a proper noun, correct? So I till 5 I have already marked, so 6 to 8 I will show you how to. Okay. Meena saw the gateway of India when she went to Mumbai. So here Meena is one particular girl name, so Meena will be the proper noun, correct? Meena name is a proper noun. Okay, I marked it in a circle because we need to do circle. Then saw the gateway of India. So gateway of India also monuments, which is a particular. So gateway of India also one kind of proper noun, because that is not a common. Okay, gateway of India is one only, so that is one, what it is, proper noun. Okay, then next we will see in that Mumbai is one city name also one kind of noun, proper noun. So here Mumbai also a proper noun. Okay students, so in this sixth question also all of the are proper noun, because all are a particular name of a place or a city and person name. Okay, so these are the particular names. So all of are a proper noun in a sixth question. And the seventh one, the Amazon is the largest river that flows through South Africa. So try to identify here. Okay, so here the Amazon is a river name, correct? So that is also one kind of a proper noun, because there will be only one river with name of Amazon, so that is a proper noun. And the next, river. What is river? River will be common for all the rivers. See, there are so many rivers in our world, correct? In our world there are so many rivers, so in general we says river. So river is a common noun, so I marked it as a underline. And South Africa is one, sorry, South America is one place name or a country name, or so that is a proper noun, South America. Or okay, Amazon river, South America. So in America one region is there, South America, correct? In America country there is one region, we call it as a South America. From there Amazon river is passing, flows. Okay, so South America also one kind of a, what it is, a proper noun. Amazon also a proper noun, and river is a common noun. And the last one is, I studied in Aspire Public School in Surat. So here Aspire Public School is a particular school name, correct? So that is our proper noun. And Surat also a city name, which is a particular city or specific name of that city. So that is also a proper noun. So here in our exercise we have finished that which are the proper noun and which are the common nouns. Okay student, so please go through your exercise. There are some changes from our textbook and this exercise, so identify it and solve the exercise. Okay, so next we will see here, we need to fill in the blanks with the collective nouns from the box. So I have already wrote it down. Okay, I have already wrote it down. We just need to fill in the blanks. Here it is a collective noun exercise, so those are the collective nouns. We need to fill with proper collective nouns where it fits. First one is a blank space, flock of a tourist. So in blank space what will come? First will come flock. Flock is the correct answer. Why? Because the tourist group of a tourist, we call it as a flock. This example is already given in our textbook. Here I wrote it. So flock is already considered. Here in a box, red box, all 8 words which will come here is already written. So we will see second to 8th one. Okay. And the second one, a blank space of directors. So what will be the correct answer? Board of the director, correct? So in the number of members of directors are sitting together, we call it as a board of director. So any organization is there, any company is there, there will be always directors, number of directors, not single director, board of the director. So we use as a board. Correct answer, group of the director, we call it as a board. So board of the director. And the third one is a blank space of book, where we take a book, keep all the books, that is a library. So correct answer is library. So a library of a books. Okay. And the fourth one is a blank space of pulse. So pulse are there, what we'll call it is a string. So number of pulse are together, we call it as a string. string of pearls. Then the fifth one is a blank space of wolves. So always wolf has a pack. Group of wolves we will call it as a pack. So a pack of wolves. Okay, student. Then a blank space of dust. What is dust? A cloud of dust. In our sea, cloud you see in your daytime. So those cloud are of gas, air, moisture, all of this. So a cloud of dust. Then a blank space of bees. So group of bees we call it as a hive. A hive of bees. Then the last one, a blank space of sparrow. On the last word is our a host of sparrow. Host of sparrow. Okay, student. So we have finished all the 8 question. See, flock, board, library, string, pack, hood, hive, host, all of are collective nouns. I know you probably know this. If you have gone through the collective nouns, you can easily answer these questions. That a flock of tourists, a board of directors, a library of books, a string of pearls, a pack of wolves, a cloud of dust, a hive of bees, a host of sparrows. All of are collective nouns in a green mark underlined. Okay. See, all of are collective nouns. Those are showing a group of things or animals or person. Okay, directors are persons. Tourists are also group of a person. So all of are showing a group of name. So these are the collective nouns. Now the next is make abstract noun from this word. See, in our abstract noun we have seen that we have made few abstract noun with a white, ity, dome, nest, man. So we need to make the collective noun, abstract noun from this. Poor. What will be possibility? Poverty. What will come? Poverty. Free. So free will come with freedom. Correct? Freedom. So here dom is a sorry for error. Dom is a correct one. So free, then lastly we will add as dom. Let me mark it as a green. So I will write down in a green color all of our answer. Okay, student. So think about bright. We can add all this word like any double s. Correct? In our abstract noun we are adding ness, meant, dom, th, ity and wife in the end of the verb, or to make it abstract noun in the end of the noun. Correct? So poor, poverty, ty we have added, y is added, free, freedom, dom is added, bright, brightness is a correct one. Correct? Correct, huh? Yes, brightness is a correct one. So further we will go. I have wrote down the brightness as a example. Okay, so let me write it down. Similarly, see here brightness, I will write down brightness. In our book, if you see, there is given as a good, that is good. So for good what will come? Goodness. Correct? So if you consider good, then goodness is the correct one. Correct, student? I hope you understood it how we are doing. Correct? Okay, let's move further. We have seen brightness, goodness, then generous. So what we will write for generous? Genuity, ity we are adding generosity. Generosity, ity we have added here. Confident, so confident we will write as a confidence. Correct? Confidence. Then jealous, for jealous why we will add jealousy. Correct? For growth th we will add growth. And the hard, for hard we can add hardness. Correct? Hmm? Hardness. Or also in our book, if we have means disappoint, if I will write ninth one, let me write it down. Disappoint. Correct? Okay, so what can be the correct answer? What can be the correct answer for disappointment? Disappointment. MENT we have added here. So we have seen poor, free, good, confident, free, grow, jealous, generous, disappoint, hard. So all of are converted in a abstract noun. So I have converted all of this in a abstract noun. Correct, student? Okay. So now we will go for countable and uncountable nouns. So we will move fast. Countable and uncountable noun. So here you see I will mark it little larger in a text. Okay. The countable noun. Nouns are countable or uncountable. Nouns can be countable or uncountable. So a noun that can be counted is called a countable noun. So a noun which we can count. Correct? A noun which we can count, that is countable noun, and the noun which we cannot count, that is uncountable noun. So like I will give you some few example. See in below, read this paragraph. In this I have mentioned some nouns which are countable and not countable. Okay, so let's see. Okay, Avni and Kishore went to the market. So Avni and Kishore are proper noun which we have discussed. Went to the market. Avni bought 12 apple, 6 pens, 2 pencil, 1 pencil box, 5 books and 1 school bag. Correct? So here apple, pens, pencils, pencil box and books, and last school bag. School bag. So these are the countable noun because you can count those things. Correct? Like 12 apple, 6 pen, 2 pencil, 1 pencil box, 5 books, 1 school bag. So you can count these things: apple, pen, pencil, pencil box, books, school bag. So all of these thing you can count, correct? So these are also a countable noun. And what Kishore bought? Kishore bought 1 kilo sugar, 2 liters milk, 2 loaves of bread, and 5 cakes of soap, correct? So these are, I will mark it in different color. Okay, see, all of blue color are there, those are countable noun, and all of pink color, sorry, yellow color are there, those are uncountable noun. So here if you see that all the books, pencil, pen, school bag, apple, all you can count like 12, 3, 4, 5. But whatever the Kishore bought, sugar, milk, bread, soap, those you cannot count because those are uncountable nouns. Those we cannot count. Sugar, if you take 1 kilo sugar, you will count 111. All of the piece of the sugar you cannot count it. So many pieces will be there of sugar, correct? So those are uncountable, correct? So those are uncountable nouns. So we will move for the next slide. So we understood what we understood. I will speak. All the words in a blue in the paragraph are nouns, correct? So in a paragraph all the blue words are, blue and yellow words are nouns. So in this, apple, pens, pencil, pencil box, books, and school bag are can be counted. So all of this can be counted, correct? Apple, pens, pencil, pencil box, books, school bag, all of can be counted. So those are countable nouns. And sugar, milk, bread, soap, which are in yellow color, cannot be counted, and those are the uncountable nouns. See, we can say 2 spoonfuls of sugar, but not 2 sugar. See, in our tea, if we add some sugar, what we will say? 2 spoonfuls of sugar. So 2 full spoon add sugar. We will not say 2 sugar, correct? 2 full spoon we will say. And similarly, we can have a glass of milk, but not a milk. We will say, give me 1 glass of a milk, correct? So we will say 1 glass of a milk. We will not say give me a milk. Where we will get a milk? No, in a glass. So we will say 1 glass of a milk. So milk we cannot say. So that is uncountable. Okay. Okay, student. Okay. Let's see the point to remember for the countable nouns. We will see point to remember for countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Okay. So let's see first one for countable nouns. Let's first read it. We can make their plural form. If countable noun is there, we can make it plural form. Like man is there, we can make it M-E-N. M-A-N for particular one man, multiple M-E-N, man. House is house for single building. Number of houses are there, you can say houses. Single lion or number of lions are there, then we can say lions. Zebras, erasers. In that way you can make it in a plural form. So one point we understood here, can make their plural form. Okay, student. Second point, we can count them and use number before them. We already discussed. Countable nouns are which we can count, so we can count them, correct? And use number before them. We can use numbers before them. How? In our previous paragraph we have say 1 pencil or a 2 pencil or 1 pencil box. Like that way, one man, three cities, 20 monkeys. Like that way you can count it. Okay, you can count it. We can use the articles a, n, or the before them. We can use the articles a and the before them. We can use all the articles before them. A boy, a board, an apple, an orange, the teacher, the mountain. You see, I have shown few examples here. For every point I have shown few examples, correct? You see it, you will understand it, how we used it. An orange, the teacher, the mountain, correct? We use, next point, we use words such as many, a few, several, and large number before them. This kind of word also we can use before them. Okay, like here, a few pens, several candidates, a few candles, many dogs. Okay, a large number of watch. You okay? Many horse. Horse also you can say many horses are there. A few pens, several candidates, a large number of watches. So in that way, we can use as many, a few, several, and a large number of before them. So here we can make their plural forms. We can use numbers before them. We can use the articles a, n, or the before them, and we can use words such as many, a few, several, and a large number of before them. Here you can write it like a large number of watches. Understood? Okay, so these are the points we need to remember for countable nouns. Now let's see for uncountable nouns. Cannot make their plural form. You see the difference? Hmm? For countable noun, we can use make their plural form, but here we cannot make the plural forms. Like butter, milk, rice, water. We cannot make plural form, correct? For milk, we will say milk only. We cannot count them or use number before them. Second point, for countable noun, we can use numbers before them and we can count them. But for uncountable, we cannot do that. We cannot count them or use number before them. Like one butter, one milk, two milk, and that is wrong. Correct? No, we cannot count them or use number before them. We use words such as a piece, slice, grain, sack, and pile before them. So we use this kind of different words such as a piece, slice, grain, sack, and pile before them. Here you see I have mentioned some examples: a piece of chocolate, a slice of cheese, a sack of corn flour, a grain of rice, a pile of wood. Correct? See, wood is there. So one pile, one plate is there, one piece of wood. We will call it as a one pile of a wood. Rice, see is there, we will call a grain of rice. Flour is there, a sack of flour, or I'm considering a particular flour as a corn flour, you can simply write it as a sack of flour also. A slice of a cheese or butter, a piece of a chocolate. So these are the example which we use: piece, slice, grain, sack and pile. Correct? We often use the before them. We often use the. So we use mostly the word before them. Pass me the cheese, knead the flour, pour the water, boil the milk, cook the rice. See, I have used in every example the mean. Correct? I have used all the example with the. See, okay student, read it. Here you might find a need as a new word. To knead the flour, it means while preparing some kind of a bread, we will pour the water to make a bread. Correct? So we will mix with our hand. So that is, we call it as a knead. Okay, the mixing. Okay. So the process of making roti or bread, we use our hand to mix it. So that process we call it as a knead the flour. So that is the, we use the before them. Correct? In the last, we often use words such as much, little, a large amount of before them. So these words also we use here. Okay. Such as much, little, a large amount of. So this kind of words also use. See the example: too much rice, little flour, little milk, a large amount of oil, large amount of water, a large amount of money. So you see here we used a large amount of, little and much before them. So these are the points we need to remember where we are using the uncountable noun and countable noun. Okay. So I will give 10 seconds to read it. So please read it. This one also you read it. Okay, let's move some few more points. Countable and uncountable nouns, in that we use some and lot of before both countable and uncountable nouns. So we, if you have read the previous points, in that you might have seen some and a lot of, these both words we are using in both case, countable and uncountable noun. Some woman, some sugar, a lot of money. You seen that? For both case we use this kind of words. We use any before both countable and uncountable nouns in question and negative sentence. Whenever the question and negative sentence comes, that time also we use both countable and uncountable nouns. See the example, are there any sweets on the table? Is there any milk in the tea? There aren't any books here. There isn't any flour in the sack. See, flour, milk, sweets, books. So those are countable and uncountable noun. Correct. Books are there, so you can count that. Sweet also, you can, sweets are there, you may count number of pieces. But milk and flour, those are uncountable. So you see here in a question type of sentence or negative sentence, are not, is not, in that kind of sentence we can use countable and uncountable nouns. So you understood, we can use countable and uncountable nouns in questions and negative sentences also. Okay student. Okay, so here our countable and uncountable nouns gets over. Let's see the exercise of it. See what we need to do here, whichever is countable we need to write it as a C, and whichever is uncountable we will write before U. Okay, so in the first case in our book they might even give an answer, so I will write down the U is a correct answer for it. Salt is uncountable. Then next, water also uncountable. Bus, now bus you can count, right? Number of bus are there, like 3 bus, 4 bus, that way you can count, so it is countable. Coffee is kind of a milk only, so it is uncountable. Coins, if you have a coin, what you can do, you can count number of coin, like I have 5 rupees 10 coin, 2 rupees 9 coin, and 1 rupees 13 coin, like that way you can count. So coins you can count. Air you cannot count, correct, it is uncountable. It is a simple question, air you cannot count. Time you can count or not? No, time is keep on running, so you cannot count it. Lemon you can count it. Okay, number of lemons are there, like 5 lemon, 6 lemon, that way you can count. 6 times, 7 times, that is not countable, correct. So here you see we have finished our exercise easily, that whichever the things you cannot count, that is uncountable, and whichever you count, you can count, that is countable. So salt is uncountable, water is uncountable, bus can be countable, coffee is uncountable, coin will be countable, air also uncountable, time also uncountable, and lemon also countable. So here we finished our unit 1, nouns and their types. In the next class we will start the next chapter. So in a homework student, you need to write down the exercise and the countable uncountable nouns we have discussed in today's class. Okay students, you write down it, understand it. If you have a doubt, you ask me, I will help you with that. Okay, so in the next class we will start new chapter. Okay, thank you.